Now, on the old form at section 11A, it used to ask you whether or not you wanted to attend the TAP workshop. Later on, they had made the TAP workshops mandatory for everybody, so you kind of don't have a choice. And yes, you would have to go. Now, on the new form, on section 13, it asks whether or not you had completed the DOL employment workshop, but this is the pre-separation counseling, which you would have had to do before you attended the workshop. So I'm not sure how that fits in. So in any case, let's talk about some of the general things that are going to be covered in the TAP workshop. If you go to this website here, they're going to give you a general detail of what's included. You're going to be doing a mock crosswalk, which is an assessment of what skills you have currently and what your career goal is, and then assess exactly what are some of the trainings and other educations that you might need to get to that new career goal. So financial planning, of course, this is going to be covering things like, how you should budget and prepare for your transition. This will include hey, how do you, what are some of the taxation issues we had just mentioned? What are some salary negotiation tactics? And you'll have to figure out how much it is that you actually need to live off of. And let's not forget some issues with retirement. While you're in the service, if you were smart enough, you would have invested in the TSP. Once you get out, that's not going to be an option for you unless you join the federal service, but we'll get into that in a different section. The VA benefits briefings will be about how to apply for your VA health care, how to apply for your VA disability, and other things. And we'll also get into some of that as well in the pre-separation counseling. The DOL workshop is going to be on things like how to write a resume, where to look for jobs, how to look for jobs, how to write a cover letter. And then the ITP, the Individual Transition Plan, this is basically going to be a culmination of everything you'll be doing. There's different forms that you have to fill out, and you're going to have to bring that with you at the TAP class if you don't already have these forms printed out. Now, ever since the new TGPS or TAP class came about, there's also been 3 additional training tracks. So depending on what you want, let's say if you're going to go back to college, there's the Accessing Higher Education track. And now these tracks are in addition to the TGPS or the TAP workshop. So this is one track. Let's say if you wanted to go into technical training of some sort, this is another track. And there's also an entrepreneurship track if you want to start your own business. And after having attended one of these 3 tracks, you're going to go to the capstone. And this is a giant culmination saying, hey, you've actually done all this. You're prepared. When I provided a capstone counseling to someone, he told me, hey, look, man, I don't need anyone to wipe my ass. And I'm sorry I offended the guy. But if you feel like this is unnecessary, hey, don't blame me, man. This is all part of the new curriculum. If anyone has anything good to say about the capstone, please leave a comment. Let me know how it goes. Virtual curriculum. And for those of you who may not have the opportunity to attend an actual workshop, there is a chance to attend virtually. I think things have changed. I think now you have to use this JKO login. This is kind of new to me, so I can't give you too many details on that. There is another thing where, well, in the past, if you did not have a chance to take the TAP workshop before you got out, you have 160 days to go to your nearest military base to sign up for a TAP workshop. But now that things are mandatory, I'm not sure how things are going to work. I'm not sure how commands or certain people are going to maybe skirt this requirement. If this is all you're going to get, and they say, hey, you filled the requirements, you can't sign up for the TAP workshop, I don't know what you can do about that, but you can maybe check out some of the resources that will show you in the next sections.